Today's show is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, the top-rated sportsbooking app in all of North America. Safe, secure, reliable, which we absolutely do love. And we know whenever we're talking DraftKings, man, it's a fresh NFL season started, baby. So we got to have promo codes that hook you up both ways, okay? So for all my new customers out there, when you download the app and you go ahead and you make that initial deposit of $5, you're going to use the promo code. The promo code is MOST. Once you put that in, you're going to receive $250 in bonus bets along with 1 month of NFL Plus Premium. I mean, come on, baby. It doesn't get any better than that. Opportunity to win, opportunity to follow your squad, watch them do what they do, road home. I mean, it's a pretty dope set. It's a pretty dope situation right there, all right? But we also know that, hey, man, sometimes you get lost in the sauce. Sometimes you might develop what we call a gambling problem. Well, if you're living in New York, you know it's a number that you could text. But for everybody else, the digits to dial are 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ben Bradford, who y'all think will and the call, what is this? At wide receiver 2. If not here, who is your trade candidate? I'm going to say Cup. If things keep getting ugly in L.A., I think he's just asking who could be our wide receiver 2. If it's not here, who do we got to look out for?
Boy, shout out to you,
on the
bro.
outside.
Shout out to you. Yeah, I got
Cup.
lost in the sauce reading that.
I didn't know he was available. Yeah, I'll take Cooper Cup.
But Puka's hurt over there right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't about to get rid of Puka. I mean,
It's
they get rid of
looking
Cup
like
while
a
Puka's
season
hurt.
from hell for the Rams right now with all these injuries.
It's
I wish,
2
you know what?
games
I wish I
in,
would have known
though.
how
Give me
bad
that.
they were injured going in this Cardinals game.
I
I should have realized it after watching the Sunday night game, but
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, well,
I
I got
wouldn't have
banged up a
picked the
little bit too.
Rams. They were so banged up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Cup might even be hurt. Didn't he leave the game?
I didn't see all of it.
But
I
if-
just know Marvin was on my fantasy team, so I felt really good.
But if Cup's legitimately available, then yeah, let's trade for him. I don't think our wide receiver 2 is in-house. I think I got the answers I needed to from this game.
Wow.
Let's be real.
That's tough.
Let's be real.
That's tough. What about Roman Wilson? He'll be back. You don't believe in him? He
That
can't be the
doesn't-
Messiah?
Here's the thing. That doesn't... Trading for a guy on the outside doesn't take away what Roman Wilson can bring to this offense.
But outside of trading for somebody, you still feel like we need a wide receiver too, is what you're implying. There's nothing wrong with that. I promise
what was the
nothing.
first thing you said there?
I said, so trading for a receiver is something that you still feel is
It's
what we're
needed
lacking.
now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Regardless of Roman Wilson,
I'm
like we
pressing,
think
like,
Roman
the-
can still
yeah.
be good
I'm
and
pressing
have
the answer
impact.
button.
Yeah.
I don't think Van Jefferson or Calvin Austin's going to be it for us.
Respect.
Got to see it on a couple passes from Fields to Calvin Austin. He's just not big enough to be a downfield threat. I know the speed is the thing that makes us think he should be the downfield threat or guy that we could pass the ball 15, 20
Don't
yards.
do it like that, Deke.
Down the field too,
man.
but it's just not there, man. Fields threw a really nice pass to him, and fortunately, Calvin Austin, I think, got out of that healthy. He got drilled on that
he got
play.
smacked, bro.
But if that's, I'll just use Cortland
Low
Sutton
key,
for an
low key,
example.
low key,
I
low
think
key.
Cortland Sutton has a way better chance of coming down with that ball.
This is real. How'd you feel about that call, though, bro?
That was like the KZ hit last year against the Colts.
I hated it. I hate the KZ call. I hated that call. Man, I
It
ain't gonna
looked.
hold you,
I mean,
bro.
it looked.
It
Brutal.
looked bad.
It looked
but
bad. The
you
KZ
actually
hit
see
looked
it, it's
really
like,
bad too.
bro,
But they just gave him. Didn't they just give him a penalty? They
That
didn't
was
kick
it.
him out of
Yeah,
the
they kicked
game
him
or
out,
suspend
yeah.
him
They
like they
kicked
did
KZ
KZ.
out, yeah.
That's where it got ridiculous.
Right. For both, I'm just like, bro, what is the defender supposed to do?
I don't even think he hit him with the helmet or
It
anything.
was just like his leg.
He lowered his shoulder a little bit. Got him with his torso, but it looked brutal. But there was the other one.
Little too. Calvin, like,
There was the other one across the middle. Fields threw it to Calvin. I know the defender made a nice play on it, but if that's a bigger body receiver. If that is like a Juju. Is he boxing out that defender and being able to reach out his arms and snag that in? I think there's a better chance of it at least.
Yeah, that's real.
So we need someone. I'm not saying we need Juju. That was just an example. But we need someone. And I got options if you want me to list off some guys.
Who you got, bro? You know,
DeAndre Hopkins.
He
Perfect candidate
is
right
he
now.
back healthy? Because I thought he hurt the knee while he was in Tennessee.
Let me. Yeah. He's out there. He's not doing anything out there. Levis ain't getting him the ball. Yeah. He started the regular season healthy.
Okay.
Levis ain't getting him the ball. Titans are 0-2. They look like a dumpster fire.
Okay.
He's only got this year remaining on his contract.
Mhm.
It's only like $12 million. So I don't know even how much cap hit we would have to take on whenever he gets here.
Okay.
He's not going to re-sign with the Titans.
Fair.
I think that's a perfect candidate right now. That would be.
Okay.
I think that'd be a perfect compliment to
I
Pickens
like
on the
D-Hop.
outside.
You know, I like D-Hop. I ain't tripping on D-Hop at all.
Trade a 4th-round pick for him.
I ain't tripping on that. I thought you were going to put Dan Moore out there for him or something, man.
Not now.
Okay.
Broderick needs to prove he's healthy first. Maybe he could be healthy by the trade deadline.
Okay. Because that's what I was like, yo, is that the trade bait? That's what y'all
No,
doing?
it's the Titans. Their season's over. They needed to start collecting some future assets. We'll
they
give
just
them
2 games in.
Their season's over. They need to start collecting some draft picks. We'll give them a 4th-round pick for D-Hop.
All right. Who else you got on your list?
I
man?
mean, I wouldn't
like
mind.
D-Hop, bro.
I wouldn't mind Cortland Sutton. He was non-existent in the first half, but he was doing some stuff in the second half, getting some separation on JPJ. It feels like he could still play. I think he'd be a quality wide receiver too for us.
NML Finesse brings up Adam Thielen. How you feel about him, man? He down in Carolina. It's a dumpster fire down there.
I'd rather bring back Deontay, I think, than Thielen.
But what if the relationship is too fractured with Deontay?
No, Deontay would come back humble and grateful. I think that's impossible. I think Deontay would come back bearing gifts. And
all I know is
just happy to be back.
Edmonds was big boy smiling when he came back in that locker room. So
exactly, that's how I think it would be here. Yeah, Deontay's a name for sure. Based off yesterday, DJ Moore.
Ooh, okay.
Wants to get back with his quarterback.
Okay.
Williams ain't it for DJ Moore at least.
At least for DJ. Rome is the new DJ out there. Yeah.
That's not happening anytime soon, but watch out for it. If it gets a little noisy.
Okay. I like
Maybe
it.
DJ wants to get reunited with his quarterback.
Couple more weeks, man. Hey, just give it time.
Devontae Adams, I don't think that's happening because I think Minshew and Adams have this weird good connection going, and Raiders are going to be perfectly around 500 the whole season. They're going to be perfectly relevant, but not ultimately good enough.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're ever going to feel like we're tanking. We need to get something for the future. They'll keep Adams around. I think he's actually a leader in that locker room too.
And Devontae makes every quarterback look better. When you have him,
you know what?
Like you look better.
I watched that full Ravens Raiders game. Devontae actually let Minshew down a couple times.
Oh, he did.
Dropped some touchdowns. Yeah, he did, but still ended up with 110 yards and I think 9 receptions and a touchdown.
Shout out.
He played good, but it could have been like $130, $140.
Okay, no, I stand corrected then. You know who didn't let anybody down was Justin Jefferson. Respectfully, he's not Garrett Wilson, and even though he left with a quad injury, my man was going berserk. So shout out to Justin.
Yeah, he's good.
He's
Sam
like
Darnold
that.
actually might be good now too.
Yeah. And that was without your boy too.
Maybe we need to start paying coaches more
Huh?
as opposed to the quarterbacks.
I mean, that's what I've heard. Coaching does matter.
We might need to start paying coaches like O'Connell or McVay or some of these dudes more than what they're getting and then pay the quarterbacks a little less.
Yeah. Because clearly, I'm like, bro, y'all are architects.
I mean, we're looking at Fields here too, right? In a way.
Arthur Smith, man. Former head coach.
Let me see if I got any other receivers here you might like.
Because so far, so good. I like the
Watch
names
out
you're
for the
bringing up.
Dolphins receivers. Nothing now, but if things start to get ugly.
You are sick.
If things start to get ugly with
sick.
Skylar Thompson or Tyler Huntley down
so,
there.
So now you're a Bills fan. So now you was over there, let's go Buffalo. That's crazy.
No, what does that have to do with us trading for Tyreek Hill or Jaden
neither
Waller?
one of those guys were available until after Thursday's game.
That had nothing to do with the Bills.
It had everything to do with the Bills.
No, that had to do with
DeMar
unfortunately
Hamlin.
going down with an injury.
It had DeMar Hamlin.
Because now the Dolphins don't have a quarterback.
So now they're available.
And I could see not right now. I could see things getting ugly potentially.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
and then Dolphins will look at themselves and be like, "Oh, we might have to rebuild.
Yep.
We can't be paying these two receivers money like this, so we got to get rid of one of them."
And all roads lead back to Buffalo because that's where it started.
That's where it started.
That's where it started at.
Well, if we get Tyreek Hill or Jaden Waddle,
would you say let's go Buffalo if that happens?
Hell no.
Okay, I'm just checking. What about could I wear blue and red on that day?
I don't care what you do.
I'm
just saying you could.
Man.
I think you could bring that up as the pivotal turning point as to why we got a Tyreek Hill or Jaden Waddle. You could bring that up. You could provide some context.
Because I could see how that happens. I could just see the storyline. Because
around the trade deadline, Dolphins are like 2-6 or 1-5. And
I mean,
no future for this season, no hope.
Yeah,
I want to get rid of one of those contracts.
You're a Skylar Thompson guy, aren't you?
He's terrible. No.
You picked.
If Miami wants a chance this year, you know who they should call.
I thought you picked Skylar Thompson before, bro. You picked him. You can't get Mike White. You know where he's at now.
I don't know where he is at, honestly. Is he up in Buffalo, really?
Yes, sir.
I can't stand Mike White. He's an AFC East mercenary.
They said-
He's
they
like
said-
Larry Ogunjobi in the AFC East.
They said, oh, Mike White, we didn't see you look all right, halfway decent here. Come on over here, man. So yeah, he's sitting nice next to Trubisky. We like, yo, y'all stay put. Don't touch nothing.
You know who Miami should call if they
It was
want to keep this thing
Trubisky
going,
had
though?
action Thursday night. Did you see him?
No.
Yeah,
I think I
yeah,
turned the game
Trubisky
off.
game,
No,
bro.
I definitely turned the game off.
It was a Trubisky game, man.
After one Skylar Thompson series, I turned the game off.
I like
had enough.
Trubisky games. They're like Kyle Allen games. It's a great night when you get that. He ain't turned the ball over either, man. You'd have been proud of him.
Yeah. But yeah, if Miami wants to stay relevant, you know who to call.
Okay.
Mason. And then Kenny.
I was wondering.
You
I
can call
was
either
like,
or.
I was like, which one you about to go with? Because I've
Call
seen
either or.
multiple
No,
names
Titans-
floated over there, man.
Titans wouldn't do that trade because they're going to need Mason probably next week or
Okay.
week 4. But the way I'm hearing the Eagles playing out this, QB2 room and what the fans are saying, they like this Tanner McKee potentially.
Okay.
So that makes Kenny expendable.
What about Zach Wilson?
I think Kenny could run that system down in Miami.
What about
Zach
Zach?
Wilson.
He's
There's a
another
lot.
name, right?
There's a
Yeah.
lot of decent backups out there. I think Dolphins could get to
Jameis Winston. He's
stay
out there
afloat.
still. Yeah.
Winston, Jimmy G. He's familiar with
Yeah.
the Mike
if you just need
McDaniel
somebody that
49er
can
scheme.
hop in there and do that.
Mac Jones with the Jaguars.
Mhm.
Kenny Mason.
They're saying they already
Joe
signed
Flacco.
Tyler Huntley.
Yeah,
They're
no,
saying
I don't think he's. I mean,
he's a Pro Bowl quarterback. Don't do him like that, bro.
I don't
not
know,
just
man.
none of
I
those
think there's-
guys
I
we
think-
named are Pro Bowler than him. He's Pro Bowl.
I
He
think
has
some
the
of
most
the
recent
other
Pro
guys
Bowl.
are a tier above Tyler
He has the
Huntley.
most recent
with all
Pro
due
Bowl
respect.
out of all of them, though, bro. He has the most recent Pro Bowl out of all of them, man.
Come on, bro.
We saw the Pro Bowl. He
That
got
was
it
the
over
fakest
Kenny.
Pro Bowl
He
ever.
got a Pro Bowl over
Yeah, Kenny
Kenny,
should have
over
got the
Mitch,
Pro Bowl.
over Mason.
Kenny
he
was
got it over,
most deserving of the Pro Bowl there.
Bro, he got
out of the guys that were available
he
to
made
make the
Pro Bowl
Ultimate.
that year. Justin Fields didn't even make Pro Bowl that year, bro. Think about that, man. Tyler Huntley. He has that sign still. It's on his Pro Football Reference page. You can't take it away from him, Deke. You can't take it away.
Joe Flacco's out there. Yeah, there's guys they could trade for. I don't know if apparently they don't want to trade for a guy though. Maybe that's what it is. They don't want to give up a draft pick
I can see that
because
because
people are gonna strong arm him.
I mean,
Oh, you really want this guy? All right,
Yeah.
3rd round pick.
yeah. And depending on how everything plays out with Tua, you might be in the market for having to, make some draft day movement.
I think Brady should just come back.
He can't now, man. He got ownership.
Yeah, just divest that.
Bump
For the
that.
time being.
Heck nah, man. Ownership is way more important than going to play again, man. Brady better take that ownership and run with it, bro. They don't let everybody in there, man. You've ascended. You're one of them now, man.
How about this one, Alec Pierce? He's playing really good right now.
Yeah.
But that Colts room's still really busy.
It is. But Anthony Richardson was in warm-ups with the Alec Pierce shirt on. So
I
I,
know,
feel like that's
it's
like some
his
type of
favorite
like
target right now.
yeah, that's like a personal connection. I don't know what it is.
All right, then give us A.D. Mitchell then. Give us Josh Downs. Give us one of those receivers. Pittman?
we got a better chance of getting Josh Downs or Pittman. I feel like AD. I think they
I don't even know if I want Pittman that bad. Big contract. He's good though.
He's better than Michael Thomas.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Do you like Pittman over Sutton?
They're close enough. Yeah, right now, yeah. He's a little younger.
Mm-hmm.
He's had better years than Sutton.
I just feel like for the Colts, I could see them not wanting to get rid of any of those weapons because they're allowing
They
Rich
just
to just
wanna
like
see what
play.
guys he
yeah.
likes.
Yeah, he's just kind of like going.
He
through
needs
the
all the help he
Rolodex.
can get.
He does. He does.
Holy hell.
Yeah. It's A Rich though, man.
Another under 50% completion
Hey,
day for him.
Let A Rich cook, man.
Lost to Malik Willis.
Just
That's
let him
tough,
cook.
man.
Shout out to Malik, man. Malik said, "Hey, I got smoke for all
It's
y'all."
starting
man.
to feel like the things for A-Rich are unraveling right now.
I was enjoying Malik getting that dub. I was like, Malik, you
Hey, look good.
You were the regular model. That's the super upgraded model of you, man. Yeah, he got a couple more inches of height on you.
So I listed off all these receivers. I
Pittman
gave
is
my
nice
thoughts.
though, bro. I like your names. Like I'm not even. I like all those names you said.
What are your thoughts about the Steelers wide receiver too? Are you pushing the button?
Absolutely, but I've
It's
been
time.
pushing it. Y'all was waiting on it. Y'all remember that? I don't do this often where I'm like, yo, y'all tripping. But in the preseason,
Well, we're 2-0. Luckily, we're
That's
2-0
fine.
with this problem.
That
as
is
opposed
fine.
to 0-2 with this
That
problem.
is
I said we can
fine.
still win games with who we got.
and we are. But in the preseason, I had already. I'm like, bro, this
said-
ain't enough, man.
I said, let's see what Van
Dude.
Jefferson can do. Let's see what
Dude.
Rowan Wilson. Let's see all this.
I'm from the
It's not
dribble,
enough
bro.
right now.
I was
It's
like,
just
yo,
it's not going to cut it.
two things told me this wasn't enough. Number one, what my eyes were telling me, but number two, the fact that we were still all in on Brandon Ayuk and were willing to wait that long, that let me know that the organization is
I'm
like,
happy we
dawg,
didn't
bro.
get him
And that's
at
real.
this point.
That's fair. And honestly, that is fair.
$30 million. I think he's got 70 yards so far.
he's out of rhythm. You sit out all the training camp, all the OTAs. This is the National Football League. That's why we trying to like, yo, it ain't something you can just pick up and just do. It's like the only way you get good at football and stay good at football is by playing football. When you sit out, even L. Bell, think about he never recovered from it, man. It's a lot that goes into this.
But even
man,
when
man.
he sit out training camp, those couple seasons,
you start slow.
Yeah, he would.
Start
First
slow,
month,
man.
He wouldn't be looking right.
But then when he got going, it was like, all right, he back. But that's all a part of it, man.
I think DeAndre Hopkins is the one right now.
Yeah, but I'm like, yo, we need
sense
another guy.
Logistically.
I think it opens up our offense even more. I think it takes more pressure off of GP, and I think it will allow our running game to thrive. I felt like in the second half, it's like, man, if you can guard GP well enough, and that's what they did in the second half, it minimizes our offense because we don't have another target that we can get to outside of Moof. And Moof, they're not having him run anything past 7 yards, it seems like. So once again, it just makes, from a defensive standpoint, where is the threat?
And you see how Fields is willing to chuck up some of these deep balls.
Mm-hmm.
They can't be going to Calvin Austin.
No, it don't hit the same.
DeAndre Hopkins, yeah, good chance he can come down with it on a one-on-one.
Yeah.
GP, obviously.
Right.
But, it'd be nice to have both of those options as opposed to it just being GP.
Right, because right now,
and then you could have Roman Wilson
GP.
cooking in the slot or Pat Fryerman.
Yeah.
I like how we're using Pat Fryerman these last couple games. But still like some more, but...
Because right now, I feel like he's more used as a safety net than a real weapon.
Yeah.
I feel like GP is
but
more
he's
of a
our
weapon
number
right
two.
now.
It's just GP and Fryerman. We got nothing else.
He is.
We need something. So I hope we do it.
Man.
I hope we do it now. Let's do something this week if we can, but I don't think we are. It's going to take
We're going to keep winning, operating like this, but you can see how it will limit our offense. But as long as GP wins every single time like he's doing right now, that's what made the Titans offense that. Derrick Henry could run the ball, and you had A.J. Brown out there going up top on people, man. Right now, GP, what he was doing to Surtain, it's like, okay, you're showing that you're capable of going up top on people. It don't matter who's in front of you, man. So if that's going to be the case, that's how we got to play with you. But we also got to keep this running game alive because it's one or the other right now. But GP has to win right now. Hopefully we get another dude in here, though, man.
Yeah, Hopefully. It seems like he's taking a good step up in year 3. And the stat line isn't going to show up from yesterday, but he was real, man. Cooking Surtain in that first half.
He was real. He was definitely real.
Could have easily had 100 yards and a touchdown.
He was real. So he passed my eyeball test. Hey, man, y'all hit that like button if y'all digging what we talking about today. You know that. And don't forget to subscribe either, man, if you're new to the channel.
I thought it was a little reminiscent of when we'd play the Browns when they'd have Joe Hayden and we had AB.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Or James Washington versus Denzel Ward. Cooked them too, bro.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. That's true. Farron Bradford. Oh, wait. That was the question we just responded to. Roman Wilson does need to play this week, though. He's got to be. He was supposedly questionable, or like the timeline was supposed to be week 1.
They say, he practiced Wednesday.
When did we become so precautious with these injuries? This is like the first year I've ever heard us waiting all these extra weeks.
The practice report has
which is fine. I'm fine with it.
But I'm saying with him, it showed that the day he did practice as a full, it was like he was limited the next day.
Okay.
So whatever it was, maybe it kind of got aggravated, or maybe it just wasn't completely ready. So that's what I'm hoping for this week.
Well, that's no good.
But
it's just the Jim Harbaugh game. It's the going up against your former coach game.
This is true.
He belongs out there.
This is definitely
and we know this is going to be grinded out game for both teams. This is basically going to be an AFC North game.
Man, this is
It's going to be more football. AFC North game than an AFC North game. It's
like a nice Big Ten. It's going to like Michigan versus Wisconsin. That's what we about to get. Okay.
Yeah.
First team to 18 wins. There you go.